Look up at the night sky. For 4.5 billion years, the moon has been our silent guardian, a silver orb that has watched over every empire, every war, and every human life. But in a single, silent heartbeat, that constant presence shatters. There is no sound in the vacuum of space, only a blinding, terrifying flash of white light that outshines the sun. Millions of tons of lunar crust, mantle, and core are blasted into the void. At first, humanity witnesses a spectacle of impossible beauty. A glowing ring of debris begins to circle our planet, turning Earth into a version of Saturn. But this beauty is a deceptive mask for a global death sentence. Without the moon's gravitational pull to anchor us, the very physics of our world are about to break. This is not a scene from a Hollywood movie. It is a cold, scientific autopsy of our final days. Welcome to Theory Forge, where we open the hidden archives of a planet on the brink of extinction. Today, we witness the day the moon died, within the first 24 hours of the explosion. The debris field becomes a chaotic meat grinder. Pieces of the moon, ranging from the size of a grain of sand to the size of Manhattan, begin to collide with each other in a violent chain reaction known as the Kessler Syndrome. This cloud of shrapnel eventually begins to fall. As these trillions of rocks hit our atmosphere at 20,000 miles per hour, the friction creates an unimaginable amount of kinetic energy. The sky does not turn black. It turns a brilliant, searing white. This is the white sky event. The air temperature at the surface rises so rapidly that entire forests in the Amazon and the Congo ignite spontaneously. Cities are not just hit by falling rocks. They are suffocated by the heat radiating from the sky itself. Glass melts, steel weakens, and the oceans begin to boil at the surface. There is no basement deep enough to hide from a sky that has turned into a furnace. This is the first stage of the lunar legacy, a world of fire where the stars have become our greatest enemies. But the fire is only the beginning. After the initial bombardment, the atmosphere becomes choked with billions of tons of lunar dust, ash from incinerated cities, and soot from global wildfires. This debris creates a thick, impenetrable shroud in the upper atmosphere that reflects nearly all sunlight back into space. The sun simply vanishes. For the next decade, Earth plunges into what scientists call a lunar winter. Global temperatures collapse by 40 degrees Celsius in a matter of months. The breadbaskets of the world, the Great Plains, the fields of Europe, the rice paddies of Asia become frozen barren wastelands. Agriculture, as we know it, ceases to exist. Humanity is forced into a brutal, final choice: starve on the surface or retreat into the deep crust of the planet. We are talking about the construction of massive subterranean colonies near geothermal vents. In volcanic regions like Iceland or the Andes, small pockets of our species might survive, living in artificial light, breathing recycled air, and eating protein grown in lab vats. In this new world, the memory of a sunrise becomes a myth told to children who will never see the sky. The final blow, however, is gravitational. The moon was Earth's stabilizer, the anchor that kept our planet's tilt at a steady 23 degrees. Without that anchor, Earth begins to wobble like a dying top. The seasons we have relied on for all of human history disappear. In a matter of weeks, the North Pole could tilt directly toward the sun, causing the remaining ice caps to melt in a catastrophic global flood, only to tilt back into the absolute zero of deep space a month later. These extreme shifts create hypercyclones, storms the size of continents with winds reaching 500 miles per hour. The surface of Earth becomes a chaotic battlefield of wind and water, making reconstruction impossible. A century after the explosion, Earth is a quiet, blue and white marble, decorated with a thin, ghostly ring of lunar dust. The survivors in the deep bunkers realize that the moon wasn't just a light in the sky. It was the engine of our stability. We were never the masters of this world. We were just lucky, tenants of a perfect cosmic balance that we took for granted. If the moon shattered tonight, would you be ready to descend into the eternal dark? Share your survival strategy in the comments below and subscribe to Theory Forge for more hidden files. The archives are always open.